How you doing, folks? This is Rex at the Buckeyenest again, and I just realized something. All these poor guys, I'm out here trying to make them look good, and they're all sitting there in front of that white wall like they're in a, what would we call this, a mud photo?
Yeah, prison.
But it's not. It's not. These guys are all pretty important to me as an individual, because you've heard me already say I'm a veteran. And I found out about this program out here called the Honor Squad. And these gentlemen that I'm doing these little short talks with, they're all volunteers to that Honor Squad. Most all of them are veterans, but I did find out there's 2 or 3 of them that are not veterans, which really surprised me and impresses me to no end. So, given all that thought process, I'm going to let Tim Spradlin tell you about how he heard about the Honor Squad, what prompted him to join, and we'll even let him put a little piece about his Finally Home Farm, which is a program that helps veterans with PTSD. So Tim?
Oh, thank you. I heard about the program from the Patriot Guard. My wife and I are members of the Ohio Patriot Guard, have been since I came home from Iraq in 2008. And we were out here for a funeral when one of the ride captains who knows Judge Adkins told me about it. And as he said, it'd be perfect for me since I'm retired from my civilian career also, that I served with the Honor Guard when I was in the Air Force Reserve. And so for me, since I retired from the Reserve and having been a first sergeant taking care of the troops, I really missed that. I got old, my knees went bad, I couldn't stay in the military. So I've been pretty blessed to find ways to serve. I got appointed to the Veterans Service Commission in Greene County. It was at a program in Columbus that I first saw a speaker talk about alternative therapies involving animals, and that led us to use our hobby of, we have trail horses, got certified, and just at the first of the year we kicked off our equine assisted psychotherapy program, which we call Finally Home Farm. We're a 501c3. So between helping veterans with that, which we do all volunteer through grants and donations, and riding with the Patriot Guard and now serving here, is just a blessing to keep staying connected to the military and do something, especially Vietnam veterans. I was a little too young for Vietnam. I got activated for Desert Storm and then did 2 tours of active duty for Iraqi freedom also. And it was Vietnam veterans who stood up and said loud and clear that we're not going to treat this generation of veterans like we were treated. And thanks to them, we've had great support. So any way I can give back, so it's been a blessing also. I'm also a certified chaplain through my church. So I've helped Director Hinshaw and Judge Adkins with the committal services, and so far I've been truly blessed to serve as the chaplain and officiate at 3 funerals here also. So it's another thing we do as part of the Honor Squad, is provide that service if the family doesn't have any clergy. And so we're, again, just proud to serve, and as long as I'm healthy, I'll keep doing what I can to help veterans.
Well, thank you for your service. And I'm going to tell you a quick short story about Vietnam. I worked for an organization called Veterans Outreach, part-time. And we were the guys that you would see in front of the Tractor Supply stores or the Rural Kings or the Walmarts with the tables set up and the donation jars. I was over at the Tractor Supply store, and I'm telling this to all you guys out there on the internet too. And I've said it before, but you're going to hear it again. This lady came up to me and she had crocodile tears coming out of her eyes. And she put money in the jar. And she looked at me and she said, "I'm sorry for what I said and did against you guys back in the day."
Oh,
and I looked at her and I said, "What do you mean, ma'am?" And she said, "I was a child back in that day." Now, do you know what a child was back in that day? You remember the term flower child?
Oh yeah.
She was a flower child. She was a hippie. She belonged to that group of people that was calling all of us baby killers and throwing things at us when we come off the airplanes and that kind of stuff. And when she walked away from me, she said, "I'm very, very sorry." And believe it or not, guys, she was still crying like a crocodile when she walked away from me. So take that for what it's worth. You guys don't know me, you don't know me, Tim, but that is coming from my heart, and that's coming from a real life incident that occurred at the Tractor Supply in Clayton, Ohio.
Well, and actually now I know why you look familiar. because I shop at Tractor Supply for my horse supplies, and I'm pretty sure we've seen you there and talked to you and donated to you, and I'm thinking, where do I know this guy from? So it's from your other
Well,
team. Thank you for your service and all you're doing.
For you managers up in Tractor Supply, Mr. Dean and Shelley and things of that nature. I'll be coming by this week to get some water and soda pop for these guys, and you got evidence right here. He even shops at your store, and we didn't know that, so. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim.
God bless.